let's see. We're gonna have lobster, scallops, Dungeness crabs, sauteed spinach and bacon. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. I'm very excited and I'm very hungry, so let's get cooking. We did the pasta aglio and that was delicious. Today, I'm extra excited. Why? Because we get to get lobster tails. Lobster tails cooked properly are very, very good. In addition to that, we got Dungeness crab legs and we got scallops. We're gonna saute everything together, broil the tails, steam the Dungeness crabs, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's all gonna come together and it's gonna be beautiful. I'm actually excited because I'm very, very hungry. So let's get to it. We have beautiful lobster tails, smaller ones, but that's good because it's gonna cook faster and I get to eat quicker. We're gonna cut this up so it's very presentable. In my opinion, I think presentation in food is just as important as the quality of the food. And I'm all about that. So make it look good, make it taste good, enjoy it, and that's it. Let's get to the tails. Beautiful, beautiful lobster tails. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take shears, sharp shears. You want sharp shears. You wanna cut down the middle right here, okay? Just like so. All the way to the tail's end. You don't wanna go all the way out there. And that's it. Split it open. It's okay, some shells are gonna break. These are all gonna be hidden. It's all good. And now what you wanna do is take your fingers, go from underneath, and pop the meat out. You wanna close the shell, lay it on top, and that's that. That's one tail. Now, ultimately, in the middle of these lobsters, there is a little bit of a vein. You wanna take this out. You don't want this. This vein right here, get rid of it. Beautiful. And that's a beautiful lobster. So the shell on any crab adds a lot of decor to any plate you put it on. You really only need the meat of the lobster. The shell isn't really adding any flavor, but the way we're going to lay it, the way we have the meat laid on top of the shell, all of this is going to turn into a nice red, like the Dungeness crab that we have, and it's going to look beautiful on a plate. So that being said, I want to put that aside. Now, it's supposed to be done 1, 2, 3 very quick. So let's get to the Dungeness crab. This was cooked, and a lot of supermarkets sell it like this unless you buy a big one and make it on your own. All you got to do is steam it, soften it up, add whatever flavors, butter, salt, lemon, whatever you want to do to it, and then you enjoy it. So let's get steaming. We got the Dungeness crab over here and a strainer. You're wondering why I'm using a strainer? I'm going to show you. Let's put this to the side. We're going to take the strainer and put it on top of my pot. This water's been steaming for a little bit. This is all you really need because it's already cooked. You don't want to overcook it. Simply put all the pieces of the Dungeness crab in here, like so. Dungeness crab, by the way, is a very delicious crab. It's sweet, it's tender, and these clusters over here, if you go to a restaurant, they're very expensive. So make it at home, save yourself some money, enjoy the time, enjoy the cooking, and that's that. So, now that everything is here, we just want to give it a little lid. It doesn't need to be fully closed, that's that. Because this is going to be cooking or steaming in the background while we do everything else. Now, let's get to the scallops. The Dungeness crab is now being steamed. We got to move a little quick. We're going to take the bacon like so, lay it on top of each other. This is maple smoked bacon. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's got a lot of flavor. As a matter of fact, the aromas right now are hitting me very nicely. So just slice these thin. You don't need to be too thin, but just slice through all of them. Let's take the garlic. You know how to take the skin off, crush it, peel it, chop it, mince it, how you really doing, you know? Doesn't really matter. Whatever you got to do to get to it without the skin, and this is what I got to do. My hands with the butter is a little tricky. So that's it. Now, just mince it. Mince it, doesn't matter how you mince it, just mince. That's a perfect size, you know? Garlic is minced and scallops are ready to go. So first we want to take this cup of oil, turn on your pan, Wow. Put some oil in there, about a cup. Let that warm up. And look at these beautiful Dungeness crabs. Come over a second. Look at this. How you really doing? You see, it's moistening up. These were pre-frozen. A lot of supermarkets sell it pre-frozen. So let it steam gentle. That's all. A little gentle steam. Never hurt anything. Now, the oil, while it's getting hot, what we want to do is take these scallops and we want to put them down clockwise. The oil's getting hot. It's almost there. We don't want the Dungeness crab to overcook or oversteam. So what we're going to do is turn this on. We're going to melt some butter. We're going to add some garlic. And this is going to be the marinade, the lobster. And we're going to add some to the scallops into it. So we're going to put them in one. Look at that sizzle sound though. 2, 3. You don't need too long for these. Scallops have been here. There's a lot of moisture in the scallops, so the oil in the scallops right now are bubbling as is. They're pretty much done, so I'm going to take them out. I'm going to let it rest, and when I do that, we're going to add the bacon, the spinach, saute, and put the scallops right back in without that much oil. Ready? Let's go. Okay, that right there is all flavor, and this right here is all flavor. Perfect. That's that. Let's put that aside. Now we want to put the bacon. This is the bacon, right? Put that in there. Let that render in. And that's a beautiful. The bacon is crispy now. Now the bacon itself has a lot of fat where you don't really need that much oil. You just want to get this crispy. So, wow, you smell that though? This is maple smoke. Wow, it smells like you buy like a fire pit in the middle of the woods right now. It's like, I don't know, it's beautiful. It smells like burnt wood. It's amazing. It doesn't matter. Me going off on a tangent. So now I'm gonna add a little vermouth, a little different. I know how to do this, but I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna add vermouth to this. I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit. Let that sit, let that reduce, and we'll come back. It smells fantastic in here right now. The bacon bits right now on that pan with the vermouth, I mean, it's a whole different world in here, you know what I mean? There's nothing, there's food, and I just love that. Let's take some lemon and mix this up real quick. Just a couple pieces, just for decor. You want to take one half. What you want to do is go back to your garlic butter sauce that we made, and you kind of want to just add a lot of this lemon juice in here. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is almost there. You want to get it where it's crunchy. I mean, wow, there's so much flavor in this right now. The tails. The tails are very easy. It's going to be 5 minutes from now that we get to eat. First, you want to add a little salt. Then, I like spice on my seafood. A little chili flake. Beautiful. You want to add some thyme. Beautiful. Look, it's like Christmas on a lobster tail. Garlic, parsley powder. Get that all in there. Fantastic dish. And just place them on. For those of you who buy the bigger piece lobster tails than I would have if they had it at the supermarket, what you want to do is flap these open and slice them underneath a little bit. What that's going to do is it's going to stop the lobster tail from curling when you cook it. So while this is here, we're going to come back to this section. This is literally going to take 5 minutes. So we have the lobster tail here. We're going to take the butter. Put it right on top with the garlic. Put it in the oven for 5 minutes and you'll be good to go. The bacon is done. It's got like a burnt crunch taste to it. We're going to return the scallops to the bacon like so. Add the spinach. Add some butter. That's it, guys. Everything is ready. Let's get plated. So this is ready. The bacon scallop spinach. Take a little bit. Right in the middle there. This is going to be the bed for the lobster. The lobster sleeps on scallops tonight. Beautiful. The scallops and the bacon and the spinach are done. They're in the plate. They're ready to be eaten. Now let's get the lobster. The lobster. How you doing? How you really doing? You see this beautiful red color right here? That's what you want. This is exactly what we were going for. So now I'm going to grab my tongs. We're going to rest this on top of the scallops like so. And that is one pass. Done. The lobster is cooked, the scallops are good, the butter is melted, the ingredients are in there. I'm so excited to eat, but we have to plate properly, and you can never go wrong with some fresh parsley. So let's take a little bit off. And we're just going to mince this. You don't really want it finely chopped, but you just want it to separate so that you can just add that to the plate like so. A little greenery definitely benefits the scenery. This is a beautiful meal. The aromas have filled up the entire apartment once again. So what we're going to do is we're going to try this. But instead of me going first, we're going to have Vincenzo, the guy with the camera, the guy with the technique. He's going to try it first, and he's going to let me know how he likes it, so it's not fabricated. Let's get a real opinion. Let's do it. All right, Vincenzo, let me know what you think. We cooked it piece by piece. I'm going to taste it piece by piece. Let's start with a scallop. The scallop with the butter, first of all, very tender so far. Let's see. How you really doing though? That maple bacon flavor to the scallop right now is unbelievable. It's a whole different thing. It's not even a scallop anymore. It's like delicious. It's like, wow, okay. A little bit more. I want a little bit of that bacon spinach. There's crunch, there's flavor. The spinach right now is playing such a perfect role. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, for the main thing, let's get the lobster. I'm going to do this. This is our lobster. We're going to dip it in the sauce. Forget about it. That is the most delicious thing I've ever had. Not because I cooked it. It's actually very good. Wow. Wow. Goodbye, everybody. Try this at home.